Greetings. I'm Princess Sherry, aka Puri-TEA Princess, and I am here for our show, Puri-TEA Talks with Princess Sherry. I'm your host, and I have a special guest host today, Sister April Clark, and I will allow her to introduce herself. Go right ahead, April.
Greetings, Sister Sherry, and to all the people out there. My name is Sister April Clark. I am the owner and operator of Live I Am Ministries, where we deal with women that have gone through different trauma in their lives. Also, I am an author. I have 3 books out on Amazon. So I am so happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
You're so welcome. Thank you for joining us. And she is a friend of mine, and we attended a musical yesterday in Chicago that we were referred to go to. And we just want to share that with you. It's called Bronzeville the Musical. And it is a musical about a family's love, a father's redemption, the legacy, courage and faith of a people as it honors the significance of our history and its role in preserving our community. So I want to show a little bit of a video clip of a promo of it. It is about to go on the road on tour, and it's described so beautifully by the producer of this musical. And this is a picture of Sister April and myself at the production in Chicago. We got our program booklet, and we're going to share a little bit about that with you. And so for now, let's look at this promo video.
I am Margaret Mahdi, and I am incredibly blessed and grateful to God for giving us the inspiration to create an original musical about our people. Bronzeville the Musical, it is a revival, and we're looking forward to taking it on the road and ultimately to Broadway. Some would say, why Broadway? Well, why not? Broadway is the catalyst where world productions are featured. And our story, the Black story, is a world universal story. We hope people will enjoy it. We want people to walk away feeling inspired, encouraged, motivated. Everyone has a dream. And we hope that this production will inspire the dream in you.
Wow. That was a wonderful promo item. So it kind of reminded me of the scenes that we saw. And so what I want to start with first is just in one word, what we thought about the production. So I'm gonna ask my Sister April to go first. In one word.
Superb.
Absolutely. A great word to describe that. My word, I make up my own words. It was fantabulous. So it really, really was. So those are in single words, but now let us share a little bit more about what we liked about it. And there were so many parts. So let's start with what we liked most about it. And again, this is the program booklet. And as you saw on the screen, it's playing at the theater, the Studebaker Theater Fine Arts Building in Chicago. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
And it started last Friday. Today is the last day on April. What's today's date? The 14th.
Yes.
However, and it's at 7:30. And so if you're in the Chicago area, you can still get tickets. The tickets you can get a discount on the tickets if you put in the code student. You can get it for $40 instead of the regular price. However, it is about to go on tour, and we're going to talk more about that in a moment. And I do believe that this production is going to Broadway, as Sister Margaret Mahdi said. So beyond that first one word to describe that, my favorite part in Bronzeville, like I said, I have a lot of them, but one of the ones that really caught my eye and made me say, wow, was when they took it back to the motherland of Africa for the African and Black people. And they had the African dancers. They all had on these colorful skirts,
Yes.
and they were doing, African dance, and they were so energetic, and they moved, and Africans, can really move and dance. And so it was choreographed beautifully. They were in sync. It was good rhythm. It was just wonderful for the eye to see, and it was joyous. So there was a little clip of that with that we just showed, but I really liked the African dance and the attire. The costumes I felt were very unique and genuine and authentic. And so I really liked that about it. That was the first thing that I was like, oh, I'm so glad to, come see this production, musical production. The first thing I saw that made me say that. So let me yield the floor to Sister April and see what was one of your, I know there are many, but what was one of your favorite parts?
Well, I enjoyed the versatility that they showed. The production really gave us life lessons. It went through the entire gamut of the Black experience, of really being in this country. Everything from the racism, Jim Crow period to, and so they really done a wonderful job of breaking that down and using different art forms to show their versatility.
Yes, for sure, definitely. It took us back through history, and this is real history. So, and like Sister April said, it was shown through different art forms. The African dance was one of them. Another one that comes to mind, there were some brothers in there that were doing tap dance.
That was awesome.
They were awesome. They were so awesome, and it was wonderfully done and performed and put on. And as we said, it was a musical, so it wasn't just the dancing, the singing. Oh my God. It was so versatile. It was awesome. One of the things that comes to my mind vividly, and maybe I can find her name in the book here, she did like a tribute to different artists that were at the Regal Theater in Chicago. And, I don't want to mess up her name, Unica, Miss Glamorous Chorus debuted her acting skills as legend Billie Holiday.
Yes.
And Sarah Vaughan in Bronzeville the Musical as the Scarecrow in the Wiz Chicago style testimony, and A Soldier's Daughter. With Mahdi Theater, Unica has opened for Usher, T.I., Nas, Nelly, Trey Songz, Rick Ross, and many more. Well, what caught my eye, she sang some excerpts of songs from Lena Horne was one of them. Who was Cab Calloway.
Yes.
And I was stunned, the Cab Hottie Ho. Oh my goodness, who were some of the others that she paid tribute to with excerpts?
Gosh.
Was it Billie Holiday?
Yes, Billie Holiday. Like you said, Lena Horne, there was Sarah Vaughan, there was the Cab Calloway, and
there were so many more. So because we can't remember all of them, we encourage you, go see this musical. Go see this musical for yourself. If you're in the Chicago or nearby the Chicago area, you still can get into that 7:30 show tonight. You can go to their website, mahditheater.com, or you can go to, can I see your plugger right there, please?
Sure.
you can go, and we'll put this up on the screen, the Studebaker Theater website, and you can purchase tickets. Again, you can get a discount on the ticket if you put in the code student, and there's no ID required, so you can go ahead and put that in and get your ticket if you're in the Chicago area. I believe it shows tonight at 7:30. But this production is going on tour. We don't know what the next city stop is, but we know this production is worthy to go to Broadway. And so, God willing, they're going to make it there. All of the actors and actresses were superb acting, and the choreography, as I said, was very good. So I want to yield the floor some more to Sister April to share more about what she thought of the production, Bronzeville the Musical.
I'd also like to just mention a couple of breakout actors and talk about how in the musical, like we say, it was very versatile. There was jazz, there was even opera that was used. There were so many different surprises, but there was a young lady by the name of Micah Estelle. She done an excellent job in a gospel scene. One of the dancers, the tap dancers, Jedi, oh, amazing.
Amazing.
I mean, everything they did, Bojangles even, it was really amazing. And many of the young people, I really enjoyed the message that they gave. They even gave honor to those people that had been that had died. People like Mike Brown. Many of the merciless killings that we have experienced throughout this time and throughout our communities.
Yes,
So,
that was a joy to see that they did that, so we never forget.
yes,
There was a scene in there where it was a peace rally, really. And so
yes.
that's where those names came up, and they said, say the names. And they said the names
Right.
of so many that
Very
in
powerful.
reality have been slain
Mhm.
mercilessly and needlessly.
Mhm.
Another thing I liked about this is one of the storylines was a father trying to help his son not go in the same footsteps that he went, making
Yes.
mistakes and being incarcerated. And the young man was getting involved with some of the wrong company and possibly a gang and some criminal activity. And the father was trying to help him. And so that was a really good storyline. It was tied in. He tried to show him, look, you come from kings and queens, your ancestry. And that's how they took it back to Africa. And they showed the African dancers, they showed the kings, the queens. And then there was a business that was passed down and inherited, the Browns
Yes.
Market. He was trying to tell him the importance of having your own and being an entrepreneur. Another thing that I liked about it is they portrayed some civil rights and some community Black activists and leaders.
Yes.
One was Marcus Garvey. Two, Malcolm X and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And they showed some of the stances of the Nation of Islam and had some examples of how they dressed, their discipline, and a little bit of their drill. So that was exciting to see. If you've never seen that, you definitely want to see that. I highly encourage you. It's awesome to watch. And so those are some other things that stood out. I had one more thing that I really want to talk about that just enlightened me inside, but I don't want to hog the floor and give it back to Sister April to see, is there anything else you want to highlight or share what you really liked about it, or what gave you that wow factor and what got you really interested?
Well, there were some very powerful moments. I mean, I cried through several moments. But one of the things I really enjoyed, and Sister Sherry, who works with the young girls, oh my gosh, when they brought out some of the young girls, I mean, little girls dancing. I saw Sister Sherry get up on her seat. She was, it really sparked it. But it was so beautiful. The Nation of Islam was very powerful, the drills, um, and going through the community rally. That was a very powerful scene. I just think that if you get the opportunity, this production, like Sister Sherry said, is going on tour. It's definitely worthy of being in a Broadway capacity. And I would go see this, if I could go see this again tomorrow, I would. It was very tastefully put together. The music was awesome, the dancing was awesome, the acting was awesome, and the message was very neat.
Yes, definitely. And I just want to, hopefully this comes through clearly, show you a couple pages out of the program booklet. This was one of the actors, and they had some people congratulate them. Marcus, this was the son that had played a role in it. And I do want to say that it was, I don't want to give it away, but it was a production that made you laugh, made you cry, made you proud. And I want to say there was humor. There was humor in this production. There was humor spread and sprinkled throughout it. And then there were serious moments. Then there was a moment that made us cry. That, uh, violence, is not the answer. Unprovoked, you know what I'm saying? So another thing I want to call out, it was very professionally put on, and I want to share this page. This is the producer, Sister Margaret Mahdi, and she has a team, of those that help her write. She gave kudos and acknowledgement to her choreographers, her team, the musicians. They had live music. This was a professionally produced musical. They had live music. And so it is about to go on tour. And again, I encourage you to follow them and visit their website, Mahdi Theater, MAHDITHEATRE.com. Find out the next city that they're going to if you're not able to make it to the Chicago one tonight at 7:30. And they are asking for support, and it's so worthy of the support financially, sharing about it, telling other people about it. And so I have a little clip in here by Sister Margaret Mahdi sharing about that and asking and giving you ways how you can contribute and help. And so we're going to wrap up our Puri-TEA Talks. MahdiTheater.com is the website you can go to follow them, get more information, see more pictures that we may not have been able to share on this Puri-TEA Talks. And I want to thank my special guest co-host today, Sister April Clark. Is there any closing words you want to say?
Well, I just want to thank you for having me. I had a wonderful time. I look forward to us going to some more of these.
Yes, yes. And hopefully you will be my guest in some possible future
Yes, ma'am.
Puri-TEA Talks, because there's more about you. You are so intelligent and smart and gifted. And so I do want to do another one in the future to talk more about you and what you have to offer and your gifts. But we definitely, while it was still showing, talk about and review Bronzeville the Musical. And I said we will review and rate on a scale of 5 stars. I'd give it 10 stars. It is Broadway worthy.
Yes.
I was so proud of this production. So before we wrap up, I'm going to share another,
Greetings, everyone. My name is Margaret Mahdi. I am the producer, playwright, and director for an original musical, Bronzeville. On behalf of the Mahdi Theater Company, cast and crew, we need your help. Help us financially. Help us take this show on the road. We need investors, we need sponsors, we need people with good hearts who want to touch this project and help us elevate. It takes your support. We are grateful to God for the opportunity for over 20 years to be able to tell our story. We are grateful to God for an opportunity to be able to show young people what our narratives look like. And we hope that this story will inspire you, elevate you, and encourage you to be your very best. Thank you.
that concludes our Puri-TEA talk for today. And join us next time when we will be talking about another topic. We're always trying to highlight anything of purity, anything positive, anything etiquette, related to etiquette and self-improvement. So I just want to thank you all for tuning in today, and see you next time on Puri-TEA Talks with Princess Sherry. Thank you.